Good afternoon, my Baku crew, no matter where you're at in the world. It's Baku Brad. I'm going to leave out the 96 from now, probably, so it'll just be Baku Brad, but the channel is Baku Brad 96 still. Today is day 2 of our Fusion Celebration week, and I thought I would do a Darkus+Ventus+Aquos theme for the second day. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The character cards I use are Howlkor and Serpenteze Ultra, 2 orange shield, a B power of 700 and damage of 2. To fuse it's 5. Once fused for 5 energy, it has 1100 B power and 4 damage. So really cool. Again, Howlkor was one of my favorite Bakugan, so always happy to have him on the team. Next up is a Ventus, Pegatrix, and Annihilator. 500 B power, 4 damage, 2 green fists, and 4 energy to fuse. Once fused, it has a B power of 1000, 5 damage, and if it lands on a green fist, plus 5 damage, so it would be 10 damage total. Last, I run Trox and Saurus. B power of 600, 3 damage, runs a orange shield and a green fist, 6 energy to fuse, and once fused it has a B power of 1400, 6 damage, and 3 frost strike. And again, the fusion artwork is absolutely, sorry about all the dimming, absolutely phenomenal. Go ahead and take a look at them all. Very cool. And for the cores, 2 plus 300 B power orange shields, 2 plus 5 damage to fusion Bakugan green fists, another plus 300 B power, oh, and another fusion Bakugan get plus 5 damage. So, I think I run 3 of each then, yes. Saturday I didn't upload a video, and this is why. I was building all of these fusion decks, so I didn't even know which cores I ran. But yeah, so 300 B power plus 300 B power orange shields, and then 3 fusion Bakugan get plus 5 damage. Oh, before I show the actual deck, let's go ahead and look at the molds. This is the Howlkor and Serpenteze. They really detailed the heads a lot more on this one than I think the others. And by doing so, it just stands out a lot more. Very cool the way they made the muzzle of the dog head silver. I don't know, it just seems to pop out a lot more than the other Howlkors. But I really like this one. So to fold it, I believe it's the heads, feet, wings. Well, the feet have to go up more, but feet up more, heads back, wings folded in. Oh, head. And then the tail. And that is Howlkor and Serpenteze. Of course, the darkest symbol being right there, and the, well, R-less symbol being right there. Next is the Pegatrix X Annihilator. I won't spend too much time on this one because other than the color scheme, it's the exact same as my last video, which, if you missed it, check it out. It is the Fusion Day Celebration number 1. It featured a Pegatrix X Annihilator that was Darkus+Aquos. So, yeah, really cool. And then last is the Trox and Saurus. I think this looks kind of funky with the orange and the green and the blue. Almost looks like a Christmas dragon. Or maybe a Halloween dragon, I don't know. It fits the theme of October, and it is definitely a fusion. All the colors melding. But yeah, winged Trox, more or less. Because it seems like they kept everything from Trox and just gave him wings. But all in all, really cool. Oh, there I go bumping the camera. Hit the like button if you noticed I bump the camera every video. Alright, so to start things off, Toxify, 0 energy for -3 damage. Aquos Overwhelm, 1 energy for 200 B power, and it has boost. So if you have 7 or more energy cards in play, it actually gives you plus 600. Really nice. Deep Dive lets you draw 1 and you can reroll your Bakugan for 1 energy. Nelius Annihilator, another one of my favorite cards that I put in any deck that I can. For 1 energy, you get plus 300 B power, but if a scan or scrounge effect allows you to look at it, you can reveal it to give a Bakugan plus 600 B power. So for 1 energy, or if you just happen to reveal it, it's not a bad card. Then I run 2 Thunderbolt, so for 1 energy, it's plus 3 damage. Onto the 2 energy cost cards, I have Aqua Crawler, it gives plus 400 B power, and if you energize it from your hand, you can pay 2 energy to draw a card. 2 Chomping Tornado, which is a solid 500 B power for 2 energy, plus 500 B power for 2 energy, of course. Then I have 2 Darkus Facebomb, plus 400 and scan for 2 energy, and it has scrounge. So look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a Ventus, you can reveal it for plus 600 instead. So it turns this card into a much better card, obviously, if you reveal a Ventus. Next up, I run 3 Eldritch Darkest Doom, minus 700 B power for 2 energy. Again, another card that I slide into any deck that I can just because it's really good. That is a huge chunk of B power to take away from an opponent Bakugan for only 2 energy. Really cool. And could you imagine having 2 of these late game and 4 energy? Minus 1400 B power. Not much you can do against that. So yeah, 3 of those. Then I run 2 Throw Anything, 2 energy for plus 400 B power, and Shadow Strike. Another card that I do have a good bit of and will throw in any deck that has Darkus. Again, I'm sorry if some of these deck lists seem like duplicates. Again, I try to make them as not duplicate as possible, but I only have so many cards. Hopefully that'll change though. As I go along and open more product, the ability to make more decks I'm sure will come. So next is Baku Fit, 3 energy for minus 6 damage, and you get to scan. It has the scrounge effect as well, but if the card you reveal is Darkus, you can energize it uncharged. So this could not only give you minus 6 damage and let you scan, but it could turn into a free energy depending on what's on top of your deck. Any card that can accrue value like that in any card game seems like it would be really good in my opinion. So next up is Flip Strike, 3 energy for 700 B power, plus 700 B power. Double Hook Trap, 4 energy to give a non-Aquos, non-Ventus Bakugan, minus 1200 B power. So it kind of stinks it has to be non-Aquos and non-Ventus, but minus 1200 B power for 4 is not too awful, but definitely rather have 2 Eldritch Darkest Dooms in my hand just for the other 200. But when those aren't in, or if you're going against Aquos or Ventus, or not Aquos or Ventus, these are good. Improvised Armor, 3 energy for plus 2 damage, and draw 2. I mean, it's an card. It's a lot of energy for only 2 damage, but if you need to draw and you have a low hand count, it's just some draw cards. I'm careful with how much draw power I put into Bakugan decks because your deck's your life total, so you don't want to draw it all out and then be dead the next turn. But depending on the situation you're in, or if you run like Dan Kuso and it doesn't really matter because you just play off the top, I get that. Starduck's Eye Blast, so this I have 2 of, 4 energy for plus 900 B power. 1 Swamp Trap, 4 energy to negate an action card and recharge up to 4 energy cards. So you get to play for free. You negate an action card for free, you get to recharge all your energy. I was about to say untap, but this is not Magic the Gathering. but you do get to recharge your energy, so it's as if you never play this at all, and negating whatever your opponent just played. Next up is 2 multi-strike, 5 energy for plus 300 B power, and you get to draw 3. So again, a more card draw, it really depends, it's situational. This deck draws a little bit more because I'm trying to get to those minus B100s, but depending on how your playstyle is or how your playgroup is, could be a good card, might be too much energy for low benefit. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you'd like. Last part of the profile, and I always save them for last, on to the flip cards. So first off, another Fusion Confusion, 1 energy and it stops a Ventus or Fusion Bakugan. I have Featherwall, 1 energy to stop an Aquos or Chaos Bakugan. Weapons of Darkus for 1 energy, you guessed it, stops a Darkus or Fusion Bakugan. Next is Crescent Darkus Nullifier, 1 energy to stop or block a Aquos or Pyrus attack. So I'm saying stop, but it should be block because I believe that is the correct terminology. So yeah, these block attacks, they don't stop them. My mistake. But this one blocks Aquos and Pyrus for 1 energy. Next is Fluid Form, another 1 energy flip card, and it stops Aquos or a Fusion Bakugan. Blocks, oh, I'm horrible about that. I'm going to be saying stop the whole time now. Last is Aqua Speed, 1 energy to block a Darkus or Ventus. Said it right that time. 10 points. Alright, so that will do it for day 2 of the Fusion Week celebration. If you enjoyed the video, please like and leave a comment down below of what you would like to see next or how you thought. I really appreciate the subscriber count going up. My Baku crew is growing immensely, and I am very thankful for it. I can't wait to keep bringing out contents. This week will be based on Fusion Bakugan, and we have 3 more days of that now, of course, because we have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. After that, I will probably do some more unboxings, but I wanted to know from the Baku crew, I do have somewhat of an extensive collection from Battle Planet and the previous year's Armored Alliance. Would you guys like deck profiles of those? Would you like me to just debut the collection? Would you like me to debut my Diamond collection? Or would you like a week-long special of the Legacy Bakugan review? It is my old collection from the original series of Bakugan Battle Brawlers. So yeah, I have tons of ideas, tons of content to push out. I would like everyone's opinion on what you would like to see first, so please comment down below and let me know. Thank you for watching the video, and see you next time. Don't forget to Bakugan Brawl!